Hello and welcome back to the World of Warcraft Legion beta. Today we'll be taking a look at the holy spec for the priest. It's changed just a little bit, as you can see. Some of the buttons are a little different. I am not a particularly good priest player. I played maybe Shadow and a little bit of Disc. I've never played Holy as it was on the live servers. So hopefully this will go well for us. But I've skipped the opening scenarios and we're here in Dalaran now. It's good to see you on your feet. Excuse me. The members of the Council of Six are recuperating from their ordeal. The intensity of the teleportation spell can be disorienting. It seems you lost consciousness for a time, but at least you didn't awaken to find yourself stuck in a wall. Dalaran has been relocated to the Broken Isles. From here, we will spearhead the effort to acquire the Pillars of Creation and drive the Legion from Azeroth once and for all. And as you can see, we get a Dalaran Hearthstone. It's basically the new Garrison Hearthstone. And we get 5 Tomes of the Tranquil Mind. Those are used to reset your talents, both in the open world, in dungeons, and then raids as long as you are not in combat. As you can see, I don't have any quests available. There's none here for me to pick up. We just have to run around Dalaran for a little bit, and we will eventually be prompted to start our Artifact quest and our Class Hall quests. So, I have not done any of the priests' quest lines yet, so this will be new for me as it is for you. And if you are looking for something in particular, check the annotations in the description, and you can skip ahead to whatever you're looking for.
How are you?
And here we are. Master, I come at the behest of one who seeks to organize a stronger resistance to the Legion threat. If you would meet him at Fowl's Rest in Tirisfal Glades, he will guarantee both your safety and an opportunity to play a pivotal role in the conflict. Okay.
Safe travels.
So, we have to take the portal to Dalaran Crater. To get there, we walk into the center of Dalaran. As you can see, there's a little pad here. Step onto that, that will take us down to Aegwyn's Gallery in the Chamber of the Guardian. You'll have a lot of flavor and lore in here, and for some reason, this is a little buggy. She's just going to follow me around. Hey, we got a pet. That's cool. Priests have a pet now. It's the Hooded Priestess.
You need
cool
something?
transmog. Alright, now do make sure when you go through here, you do have Levitate on your bar, otherwise you're going to die. If not, click on Ricket here, and for 10 gold, she will give you a Goblin Glider. We're going to click the Glider.
Interesting.
Anyway, just because I don't feel like hitting Levitate. It takes too long to get down. You have to pardon me, I haven't been up for very long. I got a little bit of a cold. So we're heading this way. Hopefully I land up top here. A little bit of lag on the servers, as you can see when you load in. Sometimes it takes a little while for my character model to show up. But hopefully, there we go. Okay. As you can see, there's some Legion portals still up in the world here on the beta servers. I don't know if that's going to make it to live. If it does, there's really no reason to do them after 100, but for those of you that aren't purchasing a Legion right away, you'll still have these to do, apparently. I'm not 100% sure on that. It could just be them skimming on that. But we're heading up for our secret meeting in the Tirisfal Glades. And I do not know what the priest relics look like, or the priest artifact weapons look like. I haven't taken a look yet. As I said, I haven't done anything with the priests on the beta servers up until now. I'm kind of excited. I haven't seen their class hall either. I'm assuming it may have something to do with the Scarlet Monastery, though. But you can see, at the end of the video, I will talk about all of the talents and all the abilities that are based on and stuff like that. The Holy Priest, I did mess around a little bit with. It feels intuitive. It feels pretty good. I did enjoy the little bit I was messing around with it earlier in the day. But here we are. We'll talk about that later. Get a little RP going on. Here we are, Kalia.
It's just Kalia now.
Are you the one I'm supposed to meet? Why all the way out here?
Goodbye.
Forgive the secrecy. Old habits die hard. I am Alonsus Fowl. At times, I have been a leader of a church, a mindless minion of the Scourge, and a commander in a secret war. But I have always been a priest first. religion poses a threat that cannot be ignored. So I have decided to step out from the shadows. I believe we must unite priesthoods of all denominations against our common enemy. To lead this effort, we require a priest who is a proven champion to all people. I believe that you are that hero, but others must be convinced. Will you accept this challenge? We
Can I take
will
that as a yes?
accomplish much together.
If you are ready, I'd like to get started immediately. I know you are immensely capable, but let's not leave anything to chance. To face the trials ahead, you require a weapon that can enhance your considerable abilities. I have learned of a few possibilities that you might consider. You must decide which weapon to pursue first. I have the utmost confidence in your decision. And here we go.
Until next time.
This is the UI that will pop up to show you the weapons that are available to you and for what spec. For the purposes of this video, we will be doing Holy. You are able, when you're playing through on your Priest, to go back at some point and pick up these others so that you can play different specs. But I believe that's at like 103 and then 110 is the second. So you can have all three. It's considerably difficult to level up all three weapons with artifact power. But you are able to do it depending on how much time you have available to you. So here we are. We're going to be going for this one right here. The Draenei had to flee from many worlds as the Legion chased after them across the heavens. It is upon one of these worlds where a valiant few remain, and with the radiant jewel of healing, Ture, to face the Legion and allow their friends to escape. A rumor is spreading that a soldier in Dalaran has seen the lost crystal in possession of the Legion. If this is true, it must be retrieved. So this is what we'll be going for. Ture, the Beacon of the Naru. And as you can see, all of these artifact weapons across the board for all classes and all specs are item level 750. So let's go ahead and select that and get moving.
I will hide in shadows
A
no
wise
longer.
choice. My brethren and I stand ready to assist you on your next move.
May light and shadow guide you.
I have obtained a request from Vindicator Boros in Dalaran asking for our help. He has recovered a soldier who escaped from the Legion. He was injured and his wounds are resisting every healing treatment available to them. Normally this would fall to an acolyte to handle, but the soldier mentioned Ture in his delirium. I thought the holy gem was lost. You are strong with the light. Perhaps you can succeed where they can't. If you need it, Brother Larry can provide you with a flight to Dalaran.
Let us get to work.
Now, before we leave, I am not sure. I have not brushed up on my lore in quite a while.
How can I assist you?
But I believe Kalia... Is that Arthas' sister? I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
Let's talk again soon.
I think that is the sister of
And
Arthas.
you are...
Alright, let's hop on this bat. And she's going to fly us to Dalaran. There we go. I'm glad that teleported us here pretty quickly. Now, are we on the Broken Isles? Yeah, we're back in the Broken Isles. Okay. So, let us head to Vindicator Boros and see if we can heal this unhealable wound. I'm going to be thinking about if that's Arthas' sister the entire video. And watch it not be. I'm just making that
A
up in my head.
priest. Thank the light. We are agents of the light.
Thank you for arriving in such haste, brother.
May the light protect
I thought
you.
Barum was lost to us after the tragedy at Broken Shore. Light knows we lost far too many good soldiers just like him there. I was shocked to see he was still alive when one of our patrols arrived carrying him. They found him floating in the sea with wounds that would kill any lesser Draenei. There's something about those wounds that resist everything we've done to treat them. Please, priest, as a brother in the light, I ask you to do all that you can to help him recover.
He's just inside. Please, do whatever you can to save him.
I'm on it. Alright, where's he?
Corre. Allora. Escape!
Let's see. Maybe purify? Oh. So as you can see, we don't have many damaging abilities. We have Holy Word Chastise, though. That's pretty useful.
My head. Where am I? I need fresh air.
Barum!
I owe you my life, brother, but that look on your face tells me you're here for something else. You tell Barum about his mentioning of Ture in his sleep. I must have been dreaming of Alora. She was my cellmate in that accursed world the demons took me to. She told me she saw the crystal, but never said much else. I just hope she's still alive. Alora and I were able to escape through one of the Legion's portals back to Azeroth, but that's about as far as our luck got us. The portal put us on a small isle somewhere to the west of the Broken Shore. They saw us quickly, and we made a run for protection of the water. As I attempted to leap to safety, I was wounded, but Alora, she tripped and I watched them drag her back. Rescue her, please. I'll mark where the camp is on your map. Just don't let her go through the ordeal again.
I'm coming with you. You helped one of my men, so it's only fitting that I return the favor.
Cool.
I'll meet you at Crassus Landing. We can take my griffin down to the island.
Let's leave the chat. Sometimes on the beta, in the early morning hours, it's a bunch of people arguing. So we'll just get rid of that so we don't have to see it. Okay, now we're heading back to Crassus's Landing. It appears Vindicator Boros is going to be coming along with us on this journey so that we have...
Let us fly. Lightfeather is settled and ready to go.
Alright, let's hop on the Griffin, Lake Griffin, and we're heading down right here. As you can see, I have max draw distance on right now, so you can see fairly far. There's Suramar right there, and this is where the Broken Shore scenario takes place, and also there is the Tomb of Sargeras, or the Temple of Sargeras, whichever you want to call it. This is kind of the focal point, I think, of the expansion. Let's drop on in. I'm guessing we're heading to a Legion world. There he is.
That beast is trying to take her soul. Hurry, we can still save her.
Another soul for the Legion.
As you can see, our DPS is not horrible. I know a lot of people are worried about what healers' DPS is looking like, but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's a little boring, obviously. We only have that in Holy Word Chastise. Oh no.
Arcanon Boros.
Oh, we have to resurrect her. Okay.
Dionys
So
Aka.
let's resurrect her. I don't know if that spell's going to work. So if it doesn't, I have to find. Yeah, we gotta use the basic resurrection spell.
I'm alive. By the light, I live again.
I felt my soul being ripped from my body. If you hadn't come when you did, I don't even want to think about it. Is there anything I can do to repay you? I owe you my life after all. You mentioned to her Barum's story. Barum still lives too? Oh, thank the light. Yes, I'll gladly tell you everything I know. I was serving aboard the airship that crashed on the way to the Broken Shore. I must have blacked out, as the next thing I remember was being jolted awake. I was on the broken land, and above me stood a Minari carrying a staff of darkened crystal. There is no mistaking it, the staff was Ture. All my life I've heard stories about how Ture flowed with the healing power of the light. Somehow, the crystal has been darkened by Minari. We must get it back and restore it to its pure form.
Prophet's mercy. What is that?
What are you filthy mortals doing near the Master's portal? I'll rip the answer from your soul.
It appears we have an Illidari friend.
Go deal with that demon. I'll tend to Alora.
We
All that
You won't escape me this time, Bailiff. Tell me where your master is, and I may grant you a quick death. Sinu Amanore. You were fortunate I was in the area. What brings you to this forsaken place? Lord Illidan
You
knows
seek a
the
demon
way.
with a staff of crystal. The Eridar that calls itself Lady Calindris has one that matches the description perfectly. She's my prey, though. I've been chasing her minion all over the Isles, and I'm not about to let this opportunity pass. I could use someone to watch my back, though. If you help me out, I'd be willing to let you take the staff you seek. I don't care about her equipment. It's her soul that I'm after. Well, what do you say?
Death to the Legion.
Excellent. There's a gateway further down this pathway, and like most Legion constructs, it is powered by souls. I think the death of that Inquisitor should be just enough to activate it and open the way back to where it came from. Let's go see where the path takes us, shall we?
Remember, nothing is more. Let's get going. The portal is just ahead.
And Jace Darkweaver, who we're going to be doing this quest with, is a big part of
And so we entered the lair of the beast.
Demon Hunter
May
campaign.
the light protect us.
There are others trapped inside. Please, rescue them if you can. Thank you again.
Well, let's go through. This same area is shared with quite a couple other scenarios that I've done. So, just FYI.
Bless the light. You made it. This place is crawling with evil. Jace went to scout ahead, but when these demons attacked and put up this barrier, we were separated. He's still out there. Thank you, champion. With my strength renewed, I am able to dispel this foul magic.
And as you can see, when you're doing these healer quests,
Come, hero.
you will have
Jace was heading this way.
this little UI show up where the NPCs are in your party, so that you're not just spamming.
We fight at
smite
your
the entire
side,
time.
demon hunter.
You're doing a lot of healing as well. He takes a lot of damage. Oops. Wrong button. Not quite familiar with this yet. As you can see,
Thank you, friends. I admit, I doubted you'd survive the demon's trap, Boros. Thought it would just be me and the priest now.
My wounds were severe, but our priest arrived just in time.
They closed the gates to the upper levels. Priest, use your holy magic to destroy the anchoring crystal. That should open our way.
some of the healing can be a little bit difficult.
Now let's get out of here.
In these scenarios.
What is that
I
noise?
am in 680 gear though.
Nernoth! If you allow another jailbreak, I'll strand you on this pathetic rock and leave
Be
you
on
to
your guard.
rot!
I sense a powerful demon ahead.
If you had faith in the light, Demon Hunter, there would be nothing to fear.
A prisoner. We could use her help. Free her.
Taz Dingo! Thank you for getting me out of there.
No more escapes on my watch.
The light has come to vanquish you, demon.
Hate when I'm done with you.
I'm not quite sure what just happened. I feel like this just bugged out a little bit. There they are. They just randomly died, and their names have disappeared. So, let us take just a moment. Okay, we're back, and they're back on my bar, so now I'll be able to heal them. Hopefully this works. If I attack this, they'll come up.
The light has come to vanquish you,
There.
demon.
Hate when I'm done with you.
and they're just shifting around for some reason. There we go. It's sort of working. It is a little buggy at the moment. Hopefully that's all fleshed out though. By the time the servers go live.
Too far away.
Okay, so now that that's done,
Many thanks again, man, for getting me out of there.
We seek the leader of this den of horrors, an Eredar called Lady Calindris.
Aye, she be outside directing her demons to load up more captives. I be having a score to settle with her. So if you be aiming to take her out, count me in.
Come, let's move before we encounter any more surprises.
so apparently we have Jace Darkweaver, Vindicator Boros, and a Scottish troll named Boja. Interesting accent.
Our prey stands before us. We must strike now, before she can summon her defenses.
Alright, let's eat up, make sure we got all our mana, because I'm not sure how long this fight's gonna take. And we will head in.
Are you truly so stupid? You presume to challenge an Eredar sorceress of the Burning Legion? I grow tired of this. Be consumed! It's just you and me now, little priest. Your pathetic light won't save you. No! My staff is absorbing the light! Damn you, priest, and your accursed magic! My staff! It senses the light within you! What is it? No!
I need to try something first.
Oh, such power! I feel the demon's essence infusing every fiber of my being! I fear for your soul, Demon Hunter. It's not too late. Turn to the light, and be cleansed of your corruption.
Spare me your platitudes, Paladin. Your people know well the horrors that the Legion plans to unleash. The Legion must be stopped, and I will do everything in my power to make it so. Nothing is more important than their destruction.
Okay, now that we've defeated her, here is Ture. I love the Naru model there on the staff.
You two can yell at each other later. It'd be time to get out of this place.
I love how this troll goes from like a Jamaican to a Scottish back to a Jamaican accent. Okay. We are on the planet Niskara, by the way, if anyone was interested. A little bit of lore. This is the Legion planet Niskara. But it's time to go. So let's click on the portal and head back to where we are supposed to go. And we're back in Dalaran. Now time to turn in our quest. And we'll take a look at the weapon when we're in the class hall. Here is, we have Valen.
Look! Our hero has returned.
And Alonza's Fowl and
This
Moira.
champion shows talent.
Well done, indeed.
It is Ture. I had thought it was lost to us forever. When I last saw this staff, we were escaping from a small world called Niskara. The Legion came upon us unawares. We were only able to escape thanks to a few brave Vindicators who remained behind with Ture to stall their attack. I did not think it could be done, but you were able to recover, Ture. You truly walk in the light. You have my respect and my thanks.
The light will guide
Alonza's
your
Fowl has
way.
been a valuable ally, and his instincts about you have proven true. I believe you are uniquely suited to assist in a matter that will bring a great force of good into this world. I must take you somewhere far from Azeroth to finish a task my people began long ago. Will you aid us?
Many depend on you.
Sure.
The mages have established a portal for us to use. If you would follow me, I would speak of the Naru and the Draenei.
Let's RP walk a little bit.
Over the long years of the Draenei's flight from the Burning Legion, the Naru helped us, sometimes at the cost of their very lives. We would have perished without their aid. At last we found a way to repay their kindness. We came upon a terrible sight. A Naru that had turned to the void. There had to be a way to save it. We built a prison to contain and study the fallen creature. A place to commune with the Naru and ponder the nature of the twisting nether. It is here that I would take you.
Behold, Marker, destroyer of worlds, brought to heel after millennia of wanton destruction. The Draenei sought to devise a ritual that could turn the Naru back to the light. To aid their quest, I called together many priesthoods to work in unison. We are close to success. I believe the weapon you obtained will tip the scales in our favor. If you would step into the main circle, we can begin the ritual. Yes, fill it with healing light. Yes, it's working. Can you feel it?
The hunger, the rage, they are gone. The light has welcomed me home.
Once again, you have proven your worth, my friend. With the aid of Sahara and the power of your weapon behind you, there is no one more capable. Priesthoods from all over Azeroth have agreed to donate time and resources to this new conclave. We have a singular purpose: the defeat of the Burning Legion. I hereby bring the conclave to order. Together, we will bring hope and healing to our allies and banish our foes into the void. Now, champion, we shall transform this prison into a temple that will serve as the headquarters of our campaign. This shouldn't take long. Over here. I think you will approve of the changes we've made. How may I help you?
Welcome back, Cardinal. I think you'll find we've done quite a job in getting this place prepared for you. We should get started immediately. Your weapon is indeed powerful, but we shouldn't rest on our laurels. I've managed to procure one of the dwarves' foremost experts on artifice and enchanting. I'd like you to speak with Batilde and see if she can't infuse the weapon with even greater potency.
Let us get to work.
So, this is the Priest Class Hall. This is much cooler than what I had expected. I really thought we were doing the Scarlet Monastery with us being there a little bit earlier in the expansion, or a little bit earlier in the expansion, a little bit earlier in our questing. So this is really cool. I like this a lot. There was also a really cool cinematic, or not cinematic, but
The altar
playoff.
is
Oh,
complete,
Jesus.
Batilde.
You're a miracle worker, Sarah. It came out better than I designed it.
Great to meet you.
Ah, there you are. Let me see that priceless weapon you're swinging around like a stick you bought at a gift shop. Since you're bound and determined to crack that thing against every demon on Azeroth, let's see if we can't squeeze what we can out of it. With Sahara's power, I've reworked this here Draenei altar into something you can use to focus a... Let's skip that part, shall we? Just stick that thing in there and give it a whirl.
Be good.
So, this is called the Altar of Light and Shadow. When we click on this, it will bring up the traits for our artifact weapon. As you can see, just by equipping Ture, Beacon of the Naru, we get Invoke the Naru. It's a 1-rank passive, and when you use a Holy Word spell, you have a chance to summon an image of Ture at your side. For 15 seconds, whenever you cast a spell, Ture will cast a similar spell. Your Holy Word spells are Serenity, Chastise, which is damage, and Sanctify, which is an AoE targeted heal. And this is kind of Holy Word Serenity. He's like your big heal. So, here you can see that leads to Follower of the Light, a 1-rank passive, which increases all healing done by 5%. That costs 100 artifact power, and Blizzard will give you 100 artifact power just for picking up the weapon. So we're going to click on it. And there we go. All the traits for Ture show up. As you can see, there are 3 for Ture. and all the other artifact weapons that have a golden dragon portrait, and we'll take a look at those as we go around. Those are the ones you want to move towards fastest. As you can see, these two that opened up from where we are cost 300 artifact power, and you need to unlock as you go to be able to progress towards certain ones. These cost 300 artifact power. As of right now, there is an increase every time you go up a rank, so it might be 300, 20, 340 for the next one, or it might end up going to live as 300 for each rank, and then the next one that you open up to will cost more. And they also go up by the percentages for every rank. So if you hear me say 3 rank passive and increases healing done by prayer of healing by 4%, it would end up being 12% with all 3 ranks. So keep that in mind. Okay, well that was Holy Guidance. And here's Holy Hands, a 3 rank passive, increasing healing done by renew by 5%. We have Reverence, a 3 rank passive, increasing healing done by flash heal and heal by 5%. Focus in the Light, a 1 rank passive. While Focused Will is active, Holy Fire and Holy Word Chastise reduce the target's movement speed by 30% and increase your movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. Focused Will, we'll take a look at real quick so you'll understand. Focused Will is a passive that we have at all times, where melee attacks against you cause you to gain Focused Will, reducing damage you take by 15% for 8 seconds and stacks up to 2 times. So, when you are in combat, if you are questing as Holy, you'll gain this, which you'll gain a little bit of movement speed when Focused Will, when you get hit, and then you use one of your spells. So, and then there's Trust in the Light, a 3 rank passive. Leap of Faith heals the target for 5% of their maximum health over 6 seconds. We have Serenity Now, a 3 rank passive, increasing the critical strike chance of Holy Word Serenity by 5%. And here's our first big one, Light of Ture. Now this is one of the abilities that will actually be able to be put on your bar. There's only been 2 artifact weapons that I've seen so far that don't come with an equipped talent that goes right down here on your bar, and you're able to use it anytime. You actually have to spec into this one, and this is called Light of Ture. It's got a 40-yard range. It's an instant cast on a 45-second recharge, and it applies Light of the Naru to the target, healing them for 28,620, increasing all healing you do to that target by 25% for 10 seconds, and there are 2 charges at all times once you have the Light of Ture. So, if you're planning on playing Holy and you're planning on healing lots of dungeons, I would suggest taking this path to get over to Light of Ture fast as possible. That sounds like a really good spell to have. It'll give you an extra little heal on there. Okay, let's move on. Say Your Prayers, a 3 rank passive. Prayer of Mending has a 10% chance to not consume a charge when it jumps to a new target. We have Holy Mending, a 1 rank passive. When Prayer of Mending jumps to a target affected by your Renew, that target is instantly healed for 10,732. We have Power of the Naru, a 3 rank passive, or Naru, depending on how I say it. Casting Holy Word Sanctify increases healing done by Prayer of Healing by 6% for 15 seconds. And then we have Blessing of Ture, a 1 rank passive. It critical heals with heal or flash heal have a chance to imbue you with the essence of Ture, increasing all healing you do by 20% for 12 seconds. We have Hallowed Ground, a 3 rank passive, reducing the cooldown of Holy Word Sanctify by 3 seconds. And don't worry, we're going to go over all those as soon as we're done checking out our class hall. We have Guardians of the Light, a 1 rank passive. Guardian Spirit summons an additional spirit to watch over you. We also have Words of Healing, a 3 rank passive, increasing healing done by Holy Word spells by 3%. I believe we looked at that one, yeah, we looked at Reverence. And here's our last one, Renew the Faith, a 1 rank passive. While Divine Hymn is active, Prayer of Mending jumps to a new target every 0.8 of a second without consuming any charges. So Divine Hymn is your big AoE heal. If you have Prayer Mending, it'll just start bouncing around like crazy. And as you can see here at the top, we have 3 artifact slots that have nothing in them as of yet. You get these through questing, through dungeons, and through raiding, and dailies at 100, which are called world quests. What you do with them is you'll stick them in these slots. They'll give item levels to your weapon, doesn't matter which one it is, they all give item levels. They will also give ranks. So let's say you have, pardon me, you have 3 ranks in Holy Ground, and one of these gives an extra 2 ranks. You would have 5 ranks in Hallowed Ground. It's just an example. It can be for anything except, I believe, these right here, and I haven't seen any of these yet, which you only unlock this once you finish your Priest Order Hall campaign to unlock the 3rd slot. So do keep in mind, once you have put something in here, it is in there for good. To replace it, you would drag a new one, put it over top. The one inside does get destroyed. There is no way to take them back out. So when you are replacing one, make sure that the choice is something that you're okay with being permanent. Okay, and if you look up here as well, we have a 1 rank here. It's passive. It's a little passive that they give us. As you can see, for up to 34 traits purchased, you will get a passive stamina increase of 0.75% and a damage dealt increase by 1%. So the damage dealt is only for healers and tanks. It is not for any of the DPS classes. You only get the stamina bonus, but for healers and tanks, you do get the stamina and damage bonus to help you out when you're doing world quests and such. So that's a lot of fun. You do not need to check to be at the Altar of Shadow and Light to actually open that little menu there. You can shift and right click in your inventory to bring it up. You are able to put artifact relics in anywhere in the world, but you are unable to put artifact power actually into the weapon when you are not at the Altar of Light and Shadow. So make sure you're here when you're playing your priest, when you have enough artifact power to kind of get either a couple or put a couple ranks in. You have to be here, but you can put your relic slots in anywhere, or your relics in the slots anywhere. So now that we've taken a look at that, let's turn this in. Well, ain't that nice and shiny? You'll need to get used to using that thing. Then we can mess with it rather than, you know, putting it in a museum and respecting it as a piece of history that it is. We should head back to Alonzus. He's giving us the eye.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay. I do want to check one thing really quickly. Let's check this lady out. Yep, we're gonna come and check her. That's the one. We gotta come and check her. As you can see, some of the spells you are used to might be missing. I did put everything of importance on our bar, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments.
We
Let me show
will
you
accomplish
the command
much
map.
together.
Sandrani construction and Naru magic. We have a window into the Broken Isles. Here you can devise strategy, send your agents on missions, and choose our first area to operate in. Take a look and let me know where we are going. So we gotta use the command map.
Until next time.
Which is right here in the middle. If we click on it, this UI will come up. You'll use this quite a few times while you are leveling to 110 to be able to pick a zone to go to. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to pick Stormheim. This here is Suramar. You've probably heard about this. I talked about it earlier when we were flying by it. This is a 110 only zone, more of a lore zone than anything else. You don't have to worry about these 2 areas here. Also, these zones will level up with you. It does not matter where you start or where you finish. The zone will be the exact same level as you, all the way up to 110. And at 110, every zone will be the same level as you. So there's no need to worry about, you know, oh, I don't want to start in Valstrads. It's too hard. I've gone through every zone. It's great. They're all really good. Also, if you are planning on leveling with a friend, but your friend won't be able to get on the first day, you don't have to necessarily worry about out-leveling someone. It's not a problem, even though the zones level with you. If you are 105 and your friend is 103, your friend will still see all of the mobs at 103, and you will still see them at 105. It makes no difference. The mobs will be pretty much the same difficulty for the both of you. Alright, so we're just going to pick Stormheim. Get that over with. Oop, we opened it up again. And talk to Alonzus again.
I will hide in shadows no longer.
We will do our best to support your efforts on the Broken Isles.
May light and shadow guide you. The Kirin Tor have given us a permanent portal to Dalaran, as well as one that will bring you from the city back to Netherlight. Good luck.
Okay, so we'll just go take a look at that really quickly. Right over here, as you can see, there are lots of priests here now. These are people that have been on the playing the priest, there is a portal to Dalaran here. We would take this to get back to Dalaran, and there would be one in Dalaran to get back here when we need to come back and put artifact power in and such. So, again, this is the Priest Class Hall, the Netherlight Temple. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Lots of Naru. There's Sahara. I think that's how she said it, Sahara. I'm not quite sure what this is over here. Let's take a look. Just so we can get a look at everything. This, I'm assuming, is the Shadow. Yeah, the Sanctuary of the Void. This is where Shadow Priests will do their cool stuff. That is really spooky. That's creepy as hell. Okay. And of course, Sahara being over there. So, before we move on to look at our talents and animations and stuff like that, we're going to look at this lady here, Meridel Lightspark, Logistics Officer.
Greetings!
Let's go ahead and click on her, and as you can see, let's sell this really quickly. Make some room there. As you can see, there is a set here. The High Priest set. This is kind of a 0.5 set, if you will, like the Encourage set was. That is what it looks like. It's not that bad. It's actually one of the better ones. I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. This particular set is really going to be helpful if you are playing on an alt. If you are playing a Priest alt and you don't have time to do raids or anything like that, this will be super useful. Right now, they cost 500 gold per piece. You need to be level... excuse me. You need to be level 110 to be able to purchase these. Some of them have requirements such as being honored with the Night Fallen. You have to have recruited 6 champions for your order hall. You do that through questing. You won't have much of a problem with that. They are just like garrison followers. So defeat the final boss of 8 different Legion dungeons on any difficulty for that one. Revered with 2 Broken Isles reputation. You get the idea. And they range anywhere from level 810 to level 840 for both the belt and the shoulders. The set bonuses are really pretty cool. I'm not going to go over them too much. If you want to stop and look at them here, I'll leave this up for half a second. And you can also upgrade the lower pieces, the 810 and the 820 and the 830, all the way to Epic 840 by buying these, which cost order resources. These are basically upgrade tokens like we had in Warlords of Draenor, except nobody makes them. We just buy them from our class vendor. So there you go. This is the cool set. I don't necessarily recommend maybe going after anything but these 840 pieces, and even that, I don't know how useful that's going to be. It's pretty easy to get 850 gear through doing heroics world quests and such. So, but if you are interested in picking up that set for an alt, that would be useful. All right, now we've taken a look at that. Let us head over here, and before we... Is this the spot? I know I saw it. Where did you go? Oh, there it is. Right over there. Before we do... Yeah, the Keeper of Scrolls, I'm not going to talk about that. That's something you'll be able to take your time on as you level up. They'll kind of spoon-feed that to you. And I don't want to ruin parts of the story. So there is Sahara now. She is a quest giver. She will give you quests later on. And I'm not going to ruin that. That has major plot value. So you don't want to get that ruined for you. Okay, so here's our healing dummies. We'll check these out. I do want to mention, as you can see up here at the top, you'll have this little bit of UI that shows up every time you come to the Netherlight Temple. You can see right here, order resources. These are basically your new garrison resources. It's the exact same thing. They're used to send off missions, and they're also used for upgrades. I did not see the upgrade vendor here. Obviously, she or he is not available to us yet. But what that particular vendor will do is allow you to get upgrades for your character, meaning you'll be able to have bonuses to setting off your mission, so you'll have a better success chance. It varies all the way through. I'd like to show you the UI, but unfortunately it's not available to us. But the one you really want to worry about, when you hit 110, make sure you're keeping up with it, because they do start to take a week for the upgrades to finish. The last one taking 2 weeks to finish, and tons of these order resources. So make sure you're doing these world quests when you hit 110. And the last is to allow you to wear 2 of these. These are the legendaries that will drop in the world for you. They are super, super useful. They all have equip bonuses, just like the legendary rings that we have in Warlords of Draenor and the legendary cloaks that we had in Mystic Pandaria. As you can see, this one, after Spirit of Redemption expires, you will revive at up to 100% health based on your effectiveness during Spirit of Redemption. After reviving, you cannot benefit from Spirit of Redemption for 10 minutes. We have all these. They have really great bonuses that will make you heal for a hell of a lot more. Here's a nice little passive one. Increases the duration of your renew by 6 seconds. These are all super useful if you're planning on raiding. Make sure you're keeping up with those class hall upgrades so that you can get 2 of these as fast as possible. You will not have a problem finding a raid group or progressing when you have these. So if you're looking into mythics and hard modes and stuff like that, make sure you're doing that. Okay. Now that we're through with that, let's take a look at our talents. Oh, one more thing I want to mention before we look at the talents. Garrison followers, you'll get them as you go along. You do have the option to have a combat ally. You will go to your follower board that they will show you later on. It's not available to us right now. It might be that right there, or over here with the Keeper Scrolls. I'm not quite sure. But you will have a little UI that you're able to go up to, click on, and will show you all your followers and the missions that you have available, just like in your garrison that we have right now. You will be able to set one of them to be your combat ally. That person will be able to walk around with you in the world. They won't follow you into dungeons or anything like that. But while you're doing world quests, if you just want to play by yourself, you might be able to take, let's say, Kalia with you, or I'm just using these as examples. I don't know for sure. Although I do know major lore characters sometimes do come out. You may be able to have, Kalia with you, or a Delis Moonfang, etc. So, by the way,
how can I assist
the question
you?
that we had earlier in the game, this is Arthas' sister, Kalia Menethil. She is part of the Order Class Hall. So that's cool. I was pretty sure that's what that name came from, but okay. I know this is probably what you're looking for now, so we'll get to it. Here are the talents for the Holy Priest now. In the 15 tier, we have Trail of Light. It's a passive. When you cast Flash Heal, 40% of the healing is replicated to the previous target you healed with Flash Heal. So if you're a tank healer, you can go back and forth. Heal one with Flash Heal, heal the other, and then switch back and forth. So that's pretty cool. I like that. If you're bouncing around from tank to tank, or you're bouncing around raid healing in heavy heal situations where you have to spam Flash, that could really be useful. Enduring Renewal, another passive. Your single target healing spells refresh the duration of your renew on the target. And then we have Enlightenment, another passive. You regenerate mana 10% faster. This is not indicative, by the way, of what the best spec is. I just took these because some of them are passives, and I don't want to put too many things on my bar. If you're a better priest than me, or a better healer than me, you might want to stick a whole bunch of stuff on your bar, and you have tons of keybinds. But I didn't have time to set up keybinds, so. In the 30 tier, we have Angelic Feather. It's pretty much the same thing as it is on live. On a 20-second recharge, we'll have 3 charges, and you can put them on the ground to speed people up. So we have Body and Mind. Instant cast on a 10-second cooldown will heal the target for 4,293 every 1 second and increase their movement speed by 40% for 4 seconds. Then we have Desperate Prayer. On a 1.5 minute cooldown, heals you for 20% of your maximum health and increases maximum health by 20%, which decreases by 2% every second. In the 45 tier, we have Shining Force. On a 1 minute cooldown, costs 4,000 mana, creates a burst of light around a friendly target, knocking away nearby enemies and slowing their movement speed by 70% for 3 seconds. Then we have Censure, a passive where Holy Word Chastise will stun the target for 5 seconds and is not broken by damage. We have Afterlife Ape, another passive, increasing the duration of Spirit of Redemption by 50%. In the 60 tier, we have Light of the Naru, a passive. Serendipity reduces the remaining cooldown on the appropriate Holy Word by an additional 2 seconds. Guardian Angel, a passive. When Guardian Spirit expires without saving the target from death, it reduces its remaining cooldown by to 120 seconds. Then we have a Symbol of Hope, a 40-yard range spell on a 6-minute cooldown. This is a really strong one. Bolster the morale of all healers in your party or raid within 40 yards, allowing them to cast spells for no mana for 10 seconds. I like that one. That one's my favorite. In the 75 tier, Surge of Light, another passive. Your healing spells and Smite have an 8% chance to make your next flash heal instant and cost no mana. It also has a maximum of 2 charges, so you can end up storing 2 charges of the flash heal when you get the proc for it. And we have Binding Heal, 4800 mana on a 1.15 second cast. Heals you and another friendly target, and a third friendly target within 20 yards for 21,464. It triggers Serendipity, reducing the remaining cooldown on both Holy Word Serenity and Holy Word Sanctify by 3 seconds. We have Piety, a passive. Prayer of Mending now triggers Serendipity, reducing the remaining cooldown on Holy Word Sanctify. In the 90 tier, we have Divinity, a passive. When you heal with a Holy Word spell, your healing is increased by 15% for 8 seconds, so if you use Sanctify or Serenity. Divine Star, 15-second cooldown, 4,000 mana instant cast, fires a Divine Star towards allies in its path for 6,440 and dealing 10,573 holy damage. After reaching its destination, the Divine Star returns to you, healing allies and damaging enemies in its path again. And then we have Halo, 40-second cooldown, 1.15 second cast, costing 5,760 mana, creates a ring of holy energy around you that quickly expands to a 30-yard radius, healing allies for 20,563 and dealing 31,431 holy damage to enemies. In the 100 tier, we have Apotheosis, an instant cast, 3-minute cooldown. Enter a pure holy form for 30 seconds, increasing the effects of Serendipity by 200% and reducing the cost of your holy words by 100%. We have Benediction, a passive. Your Prayer of Mending has a 50% chance to leave a renew on each target it heals. And Circle of Healing, costs 8,000 mana, 11.5 second cooldown, and it's an instant cast. Heals up to 5 injured allies within 30 yards of the target for 18,602. Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple of the passives. We have a Symbol of Hope. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a talent. I apologize. We talked about Focused Will already. Our mastery is Echo of Light. Your direct healing spells heal for an additional 21% over 6 seconds. So every time we get a direct healing spell, such as our heal, you can see we have the Echo of Light. I think that's the same as it is on live, but I'm not 100% sure. Serendipity, which we talked about. This passive, I believe this is how it worked on live, except you would have like toggleables up here where you would toggle between the different one's healing, one's damage, one's a different type of healing. So Serendipity, when you cast Flash Heal or Heal, the remaining cooldown on Holy Word Serenity is reduced by 6 seconds. So we will cast Holy Word, what was that? Holy Word Sanctify, right? Yeah, our Holy Word Serenity, which is this one right here. When we cast this on our target, you can see it goes on cooldown 58 seconds, 51, and we can bring that cooldown back very quickly just by spamming our Flash Heal. That's how that works. When you cast Prayer of Healing, the remaining cooldown on Holy Word Sanctify is reduced by 6 seconds. Holy Word Sanctify is our AoE heal. That's what that looks like. And as you can see, we've got the Echo of Ture here. So that's pretty cool. And we can Prayer of Healing. And that will reduce the cooldown on the Sanctify. So if you need heavy AoE heals, works just like that.
How may I aid
I'm
you?
actually glad we got to see the Echo of Ture there, our equip bonus. So that's what that little Naru is. That kind of mimics our heal. And then our last piece of Serendipity, when you cast Smite, the remaining cooldown on Holy Word Chastise is reduced by 6 seconds. I'm not going to cast that because we're obviously over here
Greetings,
at
traveler.
the healing dummies, the healing training dummies. The damage ones are right over there. But when you cast Holy Word Chastise, you would get reduced if you cast Smite a lot. So, and then we have Spirit of Redemption. Upon death, you become the Spirit of Redemption for 15 seconds. You cannot move, attack, or be attacked. or be targeted by any spells or effects, and your healing spells cost no mana. When the effect ends, you die. So I think that's the same as it is on live. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's take a look at our abilities. We already talked about Desperate Prayer. We still have Fade. Animation has not changed. We showed Holy Word Sanctify. That's what the heal looks like. It's pretty cool. I like the animation. Quick, easy. Holy Word Chastise. I'll go show you the animation real quick. We gotta run all the way over here for this crap, and then I'll show you. I don't think Smite or Holy Fire's changed, but we'll check it out anyway. So here's Holy Word Chastise. There's Tyre again. There's our Echo of Tyre. Here is Smite. Smite, not changed. Holy Fire, not changed either. So they're both the same. Those are our damaging abilities. We don't have a lot of them, but I mean, what did you expect? We're a holy priest. You got a lot more in Disc, a lot more ability to do damage in Disc. So there we are. We took a look at them. So these have not changed. These are the exact same things. Holy Fire, though, I don't know if it's the same on live. It stacks up to 2 times now, so you can kind of stack up the damage. Smite is the same though, and it also has a 20% chance to reset the cooldown on Holy Fire. So same amounts of damage, same types of damage, but they both have little interactions. Then we have Holy Word Serenity, this is your big heal. This is your oh shit moment. As you can see, that heals 4 a lot. We have a Symbol of Hope. This is where you're bolstering your healers in your group so that it costs no mana. We'll check out the animation. This is what it'll look like. You'll get this little symbol above you. If you have a priest in your raid, you see this button, go ham. Use all of your most mana costing abilities. You know, you need a lot of AoE heals to spam that shit, just keep going. Here's Apotheosis. I'm going to show you Apotheosis real quick. Boom. This is your awesome moment. This is where you become an angel of light. And where you can get those heals going. As you can see, the effects of Serendipity are increased by 200%. So if I use that and I start spamming, I can get this back almost immediately. So that's what that does. That's what Apotheosis is for. We can get our big boys back. So if our tank's going through a period of heavy damage, or our raid's going through a period of heavy damage, we can kind of get our AoE heals off or our single target heals off as fast as possible. We have Guardian Spirit. So check this out. You can cast Guardian Spirit. Oh, it doesn't show up on the target dummy. I'll show you again if that comes off cooldown. What would happen is it would put a little spirit above us. If you put it on the player, it puts a little spirit above you. We still have Mass Dispel. Same thing. Nothing's changed. Shackle the Undead. We still have Leap of Faith, Levitate. We have Mass Resurrection now. Every single class has some form of Mass Resurrection. So we also have Mind Control and a regular Resurrection. This is just for parties. This is for single target. As you could see when we were doing raising our Draenei earlier, you could only use Resurrection for that. So keep that in mind when you're doing that quest. We have Prayer of Mending. Prayer of Mending is the same thing as it was. It has a 9.19 second cooldown. So we'll cast it on nothing.
What brings you
cast
here?
It on this guy. Nothing. Oh, we cast it on ourselves apparently. Well, unfortunately, we can't cast it on the target dummies. So here's our heal, our basic heal, a slow but efficient heal. Nothing too spectacular. We have Renew. Nothing too spectacular. Flash heal. This is your faster heal. It's funny because it heals the exact... I just want to point something out. If you are seeing these numbers and you're confused, heal and flash heal for the exact same amount. There is no difference. They both heal for 33,986. One just happens to cast a lot faster. I do not know if that's supposed to be that way. It is the same on the Holy Paladin for their slow heal and their slow mana efficient heal, and then their fast mana inefficient heal. I'm not sure if that's going to make it that way to live. I don't know if that's their their thinking. I don't know if that even levels up as you go, so hopefully there's a little bit more clarity on that. Because as you can see, they heal for the exact same thing. I don't know if that's the way they intend it, or if it levels up as you go, but I'm sure it must at some point. And then we have Holy Nova, which also has a 20% chance to reset the cooldown of Holy Fire if any targets are hit. So, as you can see, same thing as it is on live. Does a little bit of holy damage, 13,124. So, if you need to pull an AoE pack, boom, you can use that. I don't think it heals anymore. No, it doesn't heal anymore. And then we have Prayer of Healing. Target this here, as you can see, heals for about 14,500. And then it applies Echoes of Life, of course. We have Divine Hymn, which I don't think has changed. Yeah. There's no super animation to that or anything. And then we still have Purify, our Dispel. So, those are all of our abilities. Those are, I showed you the passives and the abilities. Some of the animations, nothing's too spectacular for the Holy Priest, except for maybe that. I love the Holy Word Sanctify. I think that looks really awesome. And the weapon itself, as you can see on the model, is pretty amazing. I actually love this one a lot. It's one of my favorites that I've seen so far. It's really, really cool. And this does start out, I did think I mentioned that at item level 750. I do want to mention I also am level 688 in item levels this before we got Ture. So the numbers that you saw, the difficulty that I may have been having, you may not have as well, because you may be in 750 gear or 740 gear or 720 gear when the Legion patch goes live on August 30th. So you may not see the same numbers that I saw. This is a template character that I'm using right now. So guys, I do want to thank you for putting up with me through this video. I'm sorry if I was stuttering or if I was having some problems keeping myself on the subject. Like I said, I did just wake up not too long ago. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Leave me a like. You can also subscribe or leave a comment. If you did enjoy the video, I will be making more of these. We'll have the Shadow and Discipline videos up shortly. But if you have a comment, or if there were any questions you had, please leave a comment about that, and I will try and get you that answer as fast as possible. Alright guys, you have yourselves a wonderful day.